Next species spotlight is going to be this blue tree monitor. These guys hail from the islands of Bantanta, again off Indonesia. They are super blue, as you can see, with white undertones along the face, belly. He is a big, beefy boy. I mean, you cannot mistake this for a female unless you're blind. Giant tail base, massive head, big blocky bastard. I mean, just one of the prettiest Varanids in the world, in my opinion. And I think you'd be crazy to dispute that. This guy is about 3 years old. I did not produce him. He has been in the hands of a fellow reptile keeper. He is a little thick, heavily bodied, but that comes from eating a lot of rodents and quail. I'm going to slim him down a bit, and he'll be in better health and better suited as a potential breeder. But this guy is captive produced. These guys have recently been added to the endangered species list temporarily, with potential for being permanently added. These guys do breed just as readily in captivity as other tree monitors. You just got to get them set up appropriately, give them their environmental needs, find them a compatible mate, and they do wonderful. A beautiful animal, very smart, very strong. I mean, I cannot stress how strong this animal is. I mean, he is just one big, ball of muscle. I mean, look at that tail, for God's sakes. Like, that is just huge. He's a big boy. Incredibly smart. These guys are so smart. They'll use their front limbs and they'll reach inside, little cork hollows and stuff like that, and they'll fish out bugs and prey that they couldn't otherwise get with their snout. They are very adept at climbing through the trees. Being a tree monitor, that should come as no surprise. But this here is the blue tree, Varanus macraei. And if you don't have one now, you're going to have a hard time getting them, since you can no longer sell and ship these across state lines. So if you have someone within your state that has them, you might want to make friends with them, because that's going to be the only way that you can get them right now, unless there's some overturn of the ESA listing, or an addition to allow for interstate commerce. That's all kind of in the pending works right now. It's just being requested, so no answer, no responses. So for now, enjoy the blue tree monitor. Hopefully you got some in your state. I'm in the state of Maine, and this big fella has been here since before the temporary listing on ESA took place. And that's actually his enclosure right there behind me. So you do need a suitable size enclosure for these guys. They do take up some space. They do require some room to move around. You don't want to cram them in a small enclosure. It just stresses them out. It's not good for them. You wouldn't want to live your life in a walk-in closet, so neither does he. So take a good look at the back here. You'll see the nice blue ocelli in the back, black background. I mean, what an absolutely majestic looking animal. There's no reason why they're so highly sought as pets. I mean, just what a wonderful animal. Very, very beautiful. Very big. I'd say the blue tree monitors get, arguably, I'd say are probably the biggest of all tree monitors, in my opinion. I mean, just look at this thing. He's a tank. And he puts all my other males to just absolute shame when it comes to size. I mean, what a monstrous animal here. So, if you're looking for tree monitors, blues are definitely at the top of the list for a lot of folks. But lots of options, lots of color choices. But I highly recommend you do your research, find out if this is something that you can have in your state, find out if you have anyone in your state that is even offering them. And if so, do yourself a favor and get yourself some blue tree monitors and really take a look at one of the most beautiful animals in all of the world.